flood triggered by the Elfric explosion sweeps away half of the Asfosti forces in the capital. The remaining soldiers panic and retreat, and just like that, the battle is over. House Wolffort returns from the lake to a devastated city.
Well, we've won a sounder victory than I could have expected.
And the Crown City escaped relatively unscathed.
A most happy outcome indeed.
You make it sound anything but. Is this not what you dreamed of achieving?
Your pardon, my lord, your highness, but our fight is far from over.
Yes, right you are. We'll need to work hard towards the Crown City's recovery.
Some good news there. Minister Kamsel is looking after the refugees.
For which we are most grateful.
Why? It's but a proactive measure to prepare for when this war is over.
I see.
Oh, and General Avlora was swept up in the flooding. I doubt she survived.
What?
I assume that devastated look is because you wanted to be the one to kill her yourself.
Of course I did! That woman took everything from me.
Take that anger and hatred and refocus it into reclaiming Whiteholm Castle. The soldiers we captured told us Thalas and Erica are still in command there, along with the Queen of Glenbrook herself.
Cordelia!
Then let us make for the castle.
With haste!
What is happening? Why is the Norzelia River flooding?
Where is Avlora?
She was swept up in the floods, along with many of our soldiers. No one has seen her since. The enemy is taking advantage and laying siege to the castle.
Ugh, that useless woman is never around when we need her.
Fine, I will take command. Gather our remaining forces. This would be easy if that damn cannon were finished.
Well, perhaps it would be if you hadn't killed Dragan so thoughtlessly. He was an explosives expert. We ought to have captured him instead, forced him to tell us all he knew.
That was... I only did as Gustadolf ordered. But if our enemy's goal is to reclaim Glenbrook, then we still have something to use against them.
The sole remaining survivor of the royal family, you mean?
What if the damage is to the city? Let me speak with General Avlora.
I can't. She was swept up in the floods.
What? No!
Our enemy's doing, no doubt. Come, we are going to battle. We've use for you yet, Cordelia.
Unless you intend to run, like your coward of a brother. Does abandoning castle and country run in your family?
No. Queens do not flee. I suspected it might be House Wolffort we were fighting.
Cordelia.
Wolffort dogs! How dare you!
So you're the ones responsible for getting Hyzant all hot and bothered. You'll pay for ruining all the time I bought us.
Everything we've done has been in the name of reclaiming Glenbrook.
Enough of this senseless fighting, Lord Wolford. I do not wish to see my kingdom in ruins. I am Glenbrook's queen and the last survivor of the royal line besides. Please listen to me.
Do you not see? You are traitors to the crown. Withdraw your soldiers. If you do not,
The kingdom you hope to reclaim will become naught but ash and dust.
Enough.
Sir Maxwell? Have you truly been alive all this time?
It's all right now, Cordelia. Everything will be all right. I, Roland Glenbrook, will make sure of it.
Brother!
what? The princeling lives?
How glad I am to see you.
I'm sorry I left you alone so long. But that ends now.
This isn't good. Archers, kill him!
Brother, look out!
Cordelia! You'll pay for this. You monsters! You will pay for what you have done!
We'll pay? You're the savage brutes who flooded the Crown City.
Do you have any idea how much the people have suffered at your hands?
I will answer for my part in this. Once you are... The Crown City is all but ours. We must fight!
If I must.
I will end this. Shadows conceal me.
Ah, the stench of battle.
Charge! Brace yourself!
So, Princeling, you've been sneaking around in that little mask like a coward this whole time. Pathetic. Just like the rest of your family. Honest.
Silence! You have been a blight upon my kingdom long enough!
Some homecoming prince, creeping around in that ridiculous mask.
Everything I did to reclaim my kingdom.
Turning the Crown City into a battlefield to satisfy your own personal vendetta. The people will call for your head when they find out what you've done.
Let's play. Dance poison! This battle is ours.
Forward!
to work.
I've been waiting for this! Show me what you're made of!
So it comes to battle. This is my way of doing things!
Victory is within
How
reach.
dreadful.
Damn it!
Enough of this. Burn to a crisp.
Back at you!
Let's go then.
You're done for!
No. I don't want to die. Not
Erica is dead? But then who will protect me?
For victory! Take that!
You pay.
Yes!
Here I come.
Victory is ours!
Leave it to me!
I approve.
Defeat is not an option. Leave it to me!
You pay.
Yes!
How did this happen?
My turn. It's over!
You pay. Someone help me. Brother, forgive me.
Cordelia!
Gila, cast your healing magic. Brother, are you all right?
Spare a thought for your own safety, you fool. If I lost you too, I do not think I could go on.
Nothing vital was struck. She will survive, Your Highness, fear not.
Thank you.
The enemy forces have no one to command them now that Thalas and Erica have fallen. The castle is all but ours. This secures our victory.
Yes, but it's such a steep cost.
Indeed.
Queen Cordelia is past the worst of it.
It's all right now. I apologize for worrying you all.
That's good to hear.
You should be with her, Prince Roland.
Perhaps. But there's nothing I can do for her. I must leave her in the capable hands of the Kingdom physicians. Now, tell me how things in the Crown City are faring.
With Minister Kamsel's help, we managed to take it with minimal casualties.
But some lives were still lost. The people will be angry at us for that.
And rightfully so. We acted knowing full well what the consequences would be, so we must face them. I intend to do everything I can to rebuild the Crown City and regain the people's trust.
And we shall help you however we can.
Thank you. I'm fortunate that Hyzant has also offered their aid in this endeavor. Together, I'm certain we can restore the capital to its former glory in no time at all.
Hold a moment, Your Highness. I do not think it wise to rely on favors from Hyzant any more than we already have. They will doubtlessly be looking for recompense, not unlike Sorcelet.
But I will need resources to build the kingdom. And funds.
If it is coin that concerns you, I may have an idea. We have quite a surplus of Esfrosti prisoners, thanks to our victory. I propose we ransom them back to the Grand Duchy for a hefty sum. Gustadolf will have no choice but to accept. He's lost too many soldiers.
You would have us relinquish the full force of their army back to them?
We have already retaken Glenbrook, and Esfrost will not be able to move against the kingdom again for quite some time. All I ask is that you consider all your options carefully to avoid falling under Hyzant's control.
Esfrost murdered my family!
Peace, Roland, peace. The welfare of your people must come before all else now.
Very well. Let us parley with those cutthroats.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
But I will also accept Hyzant's aid. That is my decision as King of Glenbrook. We must continue to work with the Holy State if we are to destroy Esfrost once and for all.
As you command. I will supplicate myself as one of the Saintly Seven to the Holy One and ask for aid.
Overwhelmed by the forces of House Wolfort, Esfrost's troops are scattered and driven from the Crown City. Glenbrook, at last, is free. Several days after this fateful battle, Queen Cordelia announces her intent to abdicate the throne and make way for another. Roland Glenbrook, his face no longer hidden from the world, will take his rightful place at the seat of power. With the prince's friends having only just finished grieving his death, and his enemies having only just finished toasting to it, this news shocks the foundations not only of Glenbrook, but of Norzelia itself. Benedict's daring stratagem has left deep scars across the city, which stand as a statement to Esfrost that their enemies will do anything to see them defeated. The prince becomes king, and condemns the schemes of Gustadolf, making known Esfrost's plot to usurp the throne. However, the people's reaction to this news is not quite a chorus of approval. It is plain that the ravages of war and the shame of subjugation have left an indelible mark on the once prosperous nation. Although the battle for Glenbrook is behind them, Serenoa and the rest of the city's liberators must make ready for a struggle of an entirely different sort.
Congratulations on returning to your rightful throne, King Roland.
Ah, you've returned. My friend, a word.
Yes,
I am honored to have had you by my side on this journey. To be able to call you friend.
as am I, Roland.
Your Majesty, representatives from Hyzant have arrived.
We shan't make undue demands of your time, King Roland. We've simply come to say farewell.
Without your aid, my people would still be under Esfrost's iron rule. Glenbrook owes you a debt of gratitude.
Consider the debt paid. The knowledge we gleaned of Elfric's capabilities was more than worth our troubles.
Indeed, it surpassed my every expectation. The Holy One is sure to be pleased with the results.
Your Majesty, can we trust you to lift the embargo and keep Esfrost subdued?
Of course. Lord Wolfort has promised his full cooperation in that regard.
Your Majesty, lest you misunderstand your friend's position, allow me to make one matter abundantly clear. Minister Serenoa is of the Saintly Seven. He is not to serve at your whims, but by the grace of the Hierophant.
I understand, but he is also a Lord of Glenbrook. More importantly, he is my friend. As such, I would ask for his assistance in the days ahead, as I have in days past.
Your Majesty, it is plain that the friendship between you two runs deep. However, the rules of politics are old and immutable.
And what does the Lord himself think of his new position?
Of course, I am grateful for the honor Hyzant has bestowed upon me. I will do all in my power to serve both the Hierophant and King Roland with all faithfulness.
In other words, the Hierophant does not have your full loyalty.
Well,
Glenbrook and Hyzant are to be two nations united in purpose. Surely it is reasonable that Lord Serenoa acts in service to both? Perhaps King Roland and the Hierophant should discuss my lord's role together.
You are right, of course. It is not our place to assume the goddess's intent.
Very well. I hope to meet with the Holy One as soon as my duties allow. I expect busy days ahead for you, Serenoa. Be prepared.
certainly, Your Majesty.
Milo shall stay in Glenbrook for the time being. If there is aught she can assist you with, consider her at your complete disposal. Remember, Milo, that you are the symbol of friendship between our two nations.
But of course, I live to serve, Minister.
And with that, we shall take our leave.
May we meet again soon.
They leave us with a spy. It seems we still haven't won their trust entirely.
Whatever secrets they uncover will only attest to our commitment to the friendship between us.
Still, their actions speak volumes. Their aid has not come without expectation of just recompense. Already they seek to make Lord Serenoa their puppet.
But we need Hyzant's aid to crush Esfrost.
By the same token, we cannot resist Hyzant without Esfrost's might. And once Esfrost is laid low, Glenbrook will have served its purpose. What then would stop Hyzant from tightening their grip?
Just as they did with the Rosal. The injustice I saw at the source is not something I'll soon forget. If you require proof of Hyzant's true nature, you need only remember.
I know. I know. This country is my home. Built by my father and the kings before him. Safeguarded by my sister and generations of my forebears. I will rebuild it. Restore its glory and its pride. We will not be treated as dogs at the end of a leash.
For now, we must look within. Only after that work is done should we look without.
So, the Crown City has fallen. I see. And what of General Avlora?
Her forces were swept away in the floods, and she has not been seen since.
And my siblings, Thalos and Erica?
They died, fighting bravely in battle. My condolences, Your Grace.
I understand. I have fewer pieces on the board than ever now.
Pieces? Really is true what they say about him?
It seems I was wrong to think that Hysant would remain idle. Or was my more grievous error to be taken in by the prince's false death? Regardless, I was a fool to show House Wolford any mercy.
Your Grace, reports from the battlefield tell of an unknown weapon being brought to bear against our forces.
Oh? Continue.
Our troops sighted an explosion of purple smoke from the Tellier domain before the banks collapsed and flooded the valley.
They possess a weapon that can alter the river's flow. We mustn't allow Hysant to think they've won the upper hand. I intend to answer their weapon with one of my own.